it is good to wear weed-related attire, because if I wear weed-related attire, people think that I'm on the left. I'm pretty sure that we can go. What a fucking retard. They're in the fucking right lane, they don't even know that they can turn. You know, the only time that you can't turn is when they indicate that you can't turn, whenever there's a sign that says that specifically. So that person next to me was obviously retarded. Or maybe they were on their phone. So, same thing. Same thing. Yeah, but, you guys, trickery. Trickery. I trick all the people into thinking I'm one thing, and then I do the exact opposite of what they expect. So, if I'm wearing a weed hat, people are going to assume that I'm in favor of legalization of marijuana. I get up there and I talk about how that's a problem and how that's a huge mistake. You know? They don't expect that. They see my unshaven underarms and they assume that I'm a feminist. And then I get up there and I rant and rave about how these twat bots are destroying the fabric of society and they need to be exterminated like the pests that they are. You know, think of me like Margaret Sanger. But, you know, it's ridiculous. All this stuff keeps happening. And everybody thinks that you're a horrible person if you mention that everything's falling apart because of this ideology. It's not positive, you guys. Women's rights are not positive. They're not positive for women. Oh my God, get the fuck over. Get the fuck over. Thank you. Thank you. It's like, if women's rights actually made women happy, that'd be one thing, but they don't. They clearly don't. And it's just like any old addiction. You convince yourself, oh, I just need more. I need more of that. That thing that made me miserable, I need more. And that thing will zap out your awareness. So in a way, it is like a disease. So I can kind of understand why they say that. But I think they use that particular jargon in order to make people feel like they're a victim, so that they can further manipulate them into doing whatever they're told to do. You know, like go to a 12-step program and hang out in a church basement for the rest of their natural-born life. You know? But I'll be honest with you guys. I really can't stand the majority of women that I meet. I just think they're skanky hoes. And I think that I can talk shit about them because I've been a liberal. I've been a Marxist. I've done all these things that that society deems necessary. You know, I've had premarital sex. I've done a bunch of drugs. At one point, I was trying to do every single drug under the sun. I wanted to do every drug I could possibly get a hold of, because I didn't think that I was truly living unless I did every drug that I could possibly get a hold of. I mean, that is degeneracy to the max. That is liberalism to a capital T. Is that you think you have to do everything. And they're doing the same thing with sex. They're doing the same thing with gender. They're doing the same thing with you know, any kind of human rights that they talk about. These aren't human rights. None of this stuff is human rights. How can it be a human right if you, like, I mean, the fact that they think of abortion as like human rights. So they have the right to abort a human being because they swear up and down it's not a human being yet. how is that a human right? Like, my views on abortion are probably the most far-right thing about me. And my views on abortion are way more extreme than anybody that I've ever talked to. But that's also because, you know, I'm hardcore agorist, I'm a hardcore anarchist, and I'm like, how can I say anarcho-fascist? That's funny, dude. You might as well come up with a new term, since none of the terms, you know, mean what they say anyway. Yeah, so I'm an anarcho-fascist. In my anarchistic vision, fascism would solve all problems.